So in this lesson is going to be a continuation of the series on piano lesson for beginners. So make sure you watch to the end and you pay attention. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to build chords. I'm going to show you different types of chord, and also I'm going to show you chords in the major scale. In the major scale, okay. So we'll go right into the lesson. How to build chord. First of all, there are different types of chord you find in the major scale. You have a major chord, you have minor chord, and a diminished chord, diminished seventh chord. And so I'm going to show you how to build a chord. Please don't mix up major scale from the don't mix up major scale and major chord, minor chord. There are different things. Major scale is different from a major chord. So scale is just the line you play on. The chord is depends on the type of chord you are playing on. So I'll show you how to. Already in the previous lesson, I showed you how to showed you the names of the keys, and I showed you how to get the major scale, to get a major scale of a key. Like let's say this is let's say this is D. I told you to get the major scale of a key you play, you call the key you are starting with the root. And that is, since that is going to be your scale, your starting scale, the root. I now move a tone, tone, semitone, tone, semitone. So that is a scale. Exactly. So let's say you are playing on F. You now play. We have already done this, how to find the scale of a key. So different different keys have their scale. Each key has a different scale. Just like let's say you are playing on this key and this key has its own friends that are different to this key. Those are the keys you use in playing this key. And so I'm going to show you how to build a major chord. Now we have different types of chord. I've already mentioned some chord. We have major chord, minor chord, and a diminished seven. These are the chords that you find in a major scale. Major chord, minor chord, and diminished seventh chord. So now how do you build a major chord? Let's begin from building a major chord. To build a major chord, you hold the root key. You hold a third, the major, you call it a major third, and you hold the fifth. That is fifth, perfect fifth. And so let's say you can choose any key. Let's say you want to get this is D. This is D, right? You know the names of the key already. This is D. Okay. How do you, and you are asked to hold the chord, hold this chord, this D, hold the chord. What do you do? You first of all know the scale of that key, the major scale of that key. So I told you is the root. So I'm just going to mark with a masking tape so that you find it easy. So this is what? This is the key we are looking at. So it's going to be our root. So I'm just going to pass. Call it the root. And I told you the next thing is a tone. And tone means you are skipping a key. I am moving to the next one. Root. So I've moved a tone. Let us put that there. You have root, tone, tone. Root, tone. The next one is what? Semitone. You remember the formula? I gave you the formula for that. Root, tone, semitone, tone, semitone. Root, tone, semitone. We're going to get, can you see that? So root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So we have gotten the major scale, right? So that is the scale. Okay, on what key? On D. So that is a major scale. Okay, now how do you build? I'm asking you to build a chord for D. So if you are counting, you count it. I told you to build a major chord, you need to make use of the root key, the third, and the perfect fifth. So if you are naming this thing, you call it this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. No, this is 1. After 7, the last listen is 7, so it's back to 1. So how do you build a chord? I told you the root key. The root key is 1, the third, and the fifth. So this is a major chord. So that is how to build a major chord. This a D major chord. D major chord. This thing, it applies to all the keys on the keyboard. If you want to build any chord, any major chord on the keyboard, you make use of the same formula. So without the this, you can see this is a major chord. Okay. So you can do the same thing to other keys. Let's just try with one key again. Let's try with one key. Then show other things. Okay. Let's try for that. This what? This D sharp now. I'm asked to hold this key for D sharp. What will you do? Get the root. You get the tone. Tone. You skip tone. Semitone. Semitone. Then you get. Then what's the next one? Tone, 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 semitone. Forgetting root, tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. So I'm not just showing you how I'm showing you how this thing is gotten, so that you can on your own. You don't just do cramming. You understand how the principle behind it. So we have now we are going to name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. So we have our 1. So we are making use of, in building a major chord, you are making use of 1, 3, 5. 1. So this is 3 and this is 5. Can you see that? 1, 3, 5. That is the major chord. So you can do that without this paper. Okay. Just going to take them off. So that's how the chord is gotten. So it applies to all the keys on the keyboard. Any key you want to get, the chord is gotten from the major chord. Major chord is gotten from the first, the third, and the fifth. Okay, you can see this is C sharp. That is a major chord. This is C. That is a major chord. This is D. Major chord. D sharp. Major chord. Can you see? This is an E major chord. This is F major chord. This is C sharp major chord. So you can go on and on like that, using the same principle. Then I'm going to show you something like you can call that a hack for you to get to easily pick the major chord. So you just key, if you're asked to pick any key, this is B flat. Now what is the chord? Hold the major chord of the key of B flat. You can just count, hold the root, then you count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you count 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is the major chord. So if you can quickly use that to hold a major chord. You can just, you are asked to hold this key now. You just count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You count 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the major chord of a key. What is the major chord of this one? C sharp. You hold the root. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop there. After that, you count 3. 1, 2, 3. That is the major chord. This is C, right? You count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you count 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is a major chord. So you already have shown you how to hold the major chord. That is to build a major chord. Now we're going to minor chord. Minor chord is just instead of playing a major third, you reduce it to a minor third. You just bring it back by one semitone. Your middle that's your middle note. You bring it by one semitone. Okay, this is now we are looking at minor chord. This is C sharp. Sorry, this is C major chord. To make it C minor chord, you take this by one semitone back. This is a minor chord now, C minor. Okay. So how do you get? Since I told you how to count, you hold the root. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right. You have gotten the major. Make it a minor chord. Just take this backward. It's a minor chord. Now this is a minor chord. Okay. This F sharp, for example. Now you count 1, 2, 3, 4. You count 1, 2, 3. This is what? A major chord. Now let me make it a minor chord. I'm taking this backward. So when you are asked to play a minor chord, it doesn't mean you should hold a major chord before holding a minor chord. Just go directly to the minor chord. But I'm just going to hold a major chord and bring it back to a minor chord so that you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Now this what is the next chord again? I told you we are going to look at diminished chord. You can call it diminished seventh chord because on the major scale it appears at the seventh note. So I now say diminished seventh chord. Okay. In diminished seventh chord, you are bringing you are making your middle note now. You make it a minor third, and your fifth note, this one that was fifth, you also make it. You also bring it back by a semitone. So if let's say this is F major chord now, okay. Let me make it a diminished chord. Diminished chord. You take the middle one by one semitone, and you take this also, your fifth, backward again by another semitone. This is now a diminished chord. So you can see it's very easy to get chord. This is C sharp, right? Then make it a diminished chord. I'm just bringing these two backward. Okay, you can see that is a diminished chord. Okay. Now we are going to look at chord in a major scale. Chord in the major scale. For example, first of all, I was supposed to tell you this before the beginning. What is a chord? It's when you are playing holding more than 3 notes at the same time. Just holding, this is a chord. Holding 3 notes at the same time, you're playing more than 2 notes at the same time. Let's say on the F major chord right now, okay, on the F major scale. What I mean by F major scale, I'm talking of major scale is and it's F because I'm beginning from F. F is a root, so I'm making use of F. The same principle applies to all the keys. I'm just making use of F now. Okay. Now to play each note has chords. You can hold each note instead of playing the notes. You can play in their chord. Okay. Instead of playing, you You can hold your root, your tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Now I'm going to show you how these chords are gotten. The chords are gotten. I just played their chord. So the chord for a particular key is different from the assembly of chords for a particular key is different from the ones for another key. So we are on the major scale. Okay. Let's say, for example, you are let's make use of C sharp now. What are the chords for C sharp and how do you determine the chords for C sharp? I'm going to show you. I'm just going to use masking tape on it too. Root, right? Then we have tone. Root, tone. And mark root, tone, tone. This is 3. Semitone. So this is going to be 4. 4. Then tone, you are skipping the key. So this is going to be 5. Tone. Tone, this tone, tone, tone. 4, 5, 6. Then the last one is semitone. So we're not skipping. So we're back to C sharp. So this is 1, right? So I told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. Okay. Now pay attention. You can cover more than let's cover more than 1 octave. So we still repeat the same thing here. Since we are building chord and chord is going to expand to more than to the next octave. 1, 2. I'm just going to add 3. 4. It's going to be 5, 5, 6. It's still the same. We use the same method we are using: tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, and we still continue down because you are building a chord and it's going to get into the other this thing just for easy understanding. Okay, that is all. Let's see. Now this is so you can see that these notes all you can lay them based on C sharp. You can mark the keyboard from the beginning to the end. Okay, now how are these chords determined? Okay, let's hold all the chords of C sharp now on the C sharp, the major scale of C sharp. So this is C sharp, which is our root. So let's hold the chord. So I told you you hold the chord and you count 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, you count 4. Root 1, 2, 3, 4, and you count 3. 1, 2, 3. So the first chord for your C sharp is on C sharp. The first chord is major scale, right? It's a major chord. Can you see that? It's a major chord. Now, let's hold for the second chord. The second chord, we hold it as a root, then we count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We count 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, this is a major chord, right? but it's not. This is not going to be correct under the scale for C sharp. So what do we do? Because the reason it's not correct because this key is not part of the notes under C sharp. So what do? You bring it back by a semitone. You move here and bring it back by a semitone. Can you see? You bring it back by a semitone. So when you say do, re, so this is going to be the chord for your chord. This is going to be chord 2 for your second note under C sharp. So the second chord is what? Chord 2 is what? It's a minor chord. Remember, minor chord, you bring back the minor third. So you are going to play for chord 3 now under C sharp. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what is wrong with this chord we are holding? That this is a major chord, but this note is not part of C sharp. So I'm going to make it a minor chord, a minor note. So I'm going to take it down by a semitone. So it's going to become what? A minor chord. So you have seen that our first chord under C sharp is a major chord. Second one is what? A minor chord. Third one is what? A minor chord. Okay, so we have gotten to let's get the chord 4 now under C sharp. So we now pull the root, count 1, 2, 3, 4, and count 3. 1, 2, 3. Are they all part of the notes that make up the C sharp scale? Yes. So we'll leave it at that. It's going to be a major chord, right? Then we go to 5. Chord 5. Now you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Count 3, 1, 2, 3. Are they all parts? Yes. So this is chord 5. You go to 6. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Are they all parts? No. This one is not part of it. You can see it's not marked. So you make it a minor chord. It's a minor chord. Chord 6 is minor chord. Go to 7, which is the last chord. After 7, you are going to 1. So you now count root 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Can you see they are not part? So this one is not part, this one is not part. So you make it a minor, and since this one too is also not part, you make it. So you remember diminished chord, you have to move to 2 notes have to come by semitone. So diminished chord, this is a diminished chord. So the last chord is a diminished chord. So when you are going back, you know you are going back to 1. Okay, so you can see that the first chord in all the keys, the first chord is always a major chord. The second chord is always a minor chord. The third chord is always a minor chord. The fourth chord is always a major chord. The fifth chord is always a major chord. The sixth chord 6 is always a minor chord. Seventh chord is always a diminished chord, diminished seventh chord. So this same principle applies to all the keys. In all the keys, you find all the keys on the major scale. You must find major chord. They have 3 major chords, which is the first chord is always a major chord. Second is always minor, third minor, fourth major, fifth major, sixth minor, and seventh diminished. So you should memorize this and know we have 3 on the major scale. We have 3 major chords, and we have 3 minor chords, and we have 1 diminished 7th chord. So the 3 major chords are chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5. Chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5. You must find that in every key on the major scale. While the minor chords are chord 3, chord 2, chord 6, chord 2, chord 3, chord 6, chord 2, chord 3, chord 6. So we have 1 diminished chord, that is the diminished 7th chord. Okay. So what you should do now, the exercise you should do, you choose the key you want to play on. You can practice on all keys with this method. After that, you get the masking tape and mark them. Then you start practicing on those keys. Start practicing on those keys. What you do is, yes, you practice so that you build muscle memory, and you know how to play those keys. And from your first to the last, like on F now, you can play. Yes, this is a major chord. This is for F now. Major chord, minor chord, minor chord. This is chord 4, which is, I told you, must be a major chord. Chord 5 must always be a major chord. Chord 6, always a minor chord. Chord 7, this is a diminished chord. So if I should put the masking tape now and mark, you see it's the same method. It will come out the same method as in the other chord. So that is the same. So what you are going to do now, you are going to, for each key you are learning, you learn the chord from the first chord to the seventh chord. That is, then you just play back and forth. Now for C it's always white. So you find C easy. This C major scale. So if you should mark out this now, you're going to find out it's the same thing. The first one is a major chord. We have 1, 4, 5 as always major chord. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, and also make sure you practice pick keys and play the chord for them. See you in the next lesson.